Hey everybody, good morning. We are live. Today is an unexpected but very exciting day. I wanted to share today's great news with everybody. First and foremost, today we are going to begin our crowdfunding for the documentary on Harambe. Now, many of you may remember Harambe was an incident where an endangered silverback lowland gorilla was killed at the Cincinnati Zoo when a 3-year-old fell into his enclosure. And there have been questions surrounding this tragedy for a long time, and nobody involved in this tragedy has ever spoken up. And this may be one of the most important stories ever in our modern history of captivity. So I thought it'd be kind of interesting. We started to do some research on Harambe and wanted to find out how publicly knowledgeable Harambe is. Is Harambe still around? So I thought, let's go to the number one source. Lots of people these days, we use our phones for information. But how much information are we learning? And are we learning all the information? Are we learning enough information that we're going to educate ourselves as a way to move forward? So today, I thought we'd ask Siri who Harambe is. So let's see what we got here. Siri, who is Harambe?
Here's an answer from Wikipedia.org. Harambe was a gorilla at the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden.
That's it? That's not even the beginning of the story. That is the least amount of information possible. Let's try again. Siri, what happened to Harambe?
I found this on the web.
That's useless. Okay, let's try again. Siri, was Harambe killed?
I don't know how to respond to that.
Well, okay, Siri. All right, well, it looks like we have a lot of education to do, not just with each other, but we're going to have to teach Siri what happened as well. So let's see, who do we have online here with us today? Hello, everybody, and good morning. And let us take a look here at what's going on in the comments. Everybody type a comment, let me know you're there. So today's very exciting. After, the 5-year anniversary of Harambe's death is coming up in May. Now, Harambe was killed one day after he was born. Hey, Camilla, thank you for joining. Thanks for joining and having a little bit of coffee or tea with us. Now, Harambe, like I said, he was killed the day after his birthday. Just imagine that. Now, what makes Harambe such an important story is that the reason Harambe was killed was a misinterpretation of what happened, of his actions, how he responded to the situation once the child fell in. Hey, Coralie, good morning. So what's really exciting about this project is for the very first time in 5 years, the official photographer for Harambe, Jeff McCurry, is going to speak up, give us an exclusive interview, and talk about Harambe, talk about what happened with Harambe, talk about the tragic life of Harambe. And a lot of people have been behind this project. I want to thank Heather Ling, who has been a major force in putting this together, Sierra Williams, who has been working tirelessly on putting the project together. But we need to examine this tragedy. We need to look at this story. We need to understand why Harambe was killed. We need to question why are endangered animals in the zoos. The other day in the conservation conversation, we put up an interesting post, and it was showing everybody throwing popcorn at the chimps and at the gorillas for National Popcorn Day in Chicago, and found a very fascinating array of answers as far as if people thought that was okay or not. So how comfortable are we with captivity? And is captivity working? Have we saved endangered species by using captivity as a form of not only conservation, but as a form of exposure to bring these animals to people? So I am out here today. I wanted to let everybody know we've been working so hard on this project. It's taken a lot of work, and for the very first time, we are going to tell the true story of Harambe, perhaps one of the most important stories about endangered animal captivity in our lifetime that we all went through. So I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on Harambe, and I put a link down here, and you can go to Indiegogo. You can help support our efforts by donating to it, and if you don't have any money to donate, no problem. You can support our efforts by sharing our project. Please let everybody know that this project exists. This project is going to happen. We're going to release this project on World Gorilla Day, September 24th. There couldn't be a better day for it. Because where are we in terms of endangered species? Where are we in terms of conservation? Where are we in terms of helping our most closest natural relatives? Did you know, I learned this when I was researching Harambe, did you know that gorillas and humans share 98% of the same DNA? A gorilla has 98% human DNA. There's only 2% that separates us. They have the same number of teeth that we do. So it's amazing. We are that close. But how are we treating the gorillas? What's happening to the gorillas? Did you know that we lose gorillas at a steady rate of anywhere from 10 to 20% a year in the wild? There's a lot of drivers and pressures that keep gorillas from being able to thrive in the wild. And if you haven't already seen the podcast, go check out the podcast we did on Diane Fossey, who is, of course, one of the most amazing forces that has come through to try to help primates in their natural settings. And I'm very proud to say that in the movie, we're going to have Ian Redman, who studied under Diane Fossey. He actually took that very famous footage of David Attenborough and the gorillas together. So we're going to be putting together a series of experts, as well as a mixture of the people that were there that day to investigate, understand Harambe, use his spirit, use his hope, use his love for the future, and try to make things better for all gorillas, whether they're in captivity or in the wild. So I'm very excited. This is one of the most exciting projects I've been able to work on. I cannot wait to share it with you. Please check out our Indiegogo. We have a little trailer that sort of introduces the story to you and shows you different ways that you can help us out. Hey, Heather, good morning. Thank you for being on. Again, today was an impromptu, but I was just so excited. I wanted to share with you Harambe, the documentary that should have been made, has never been made, is now being made. And we do need your help. And I think that this online community that we have is going to be able to pull this off and help us tell this story of Harambe. Does captivity work? Is it working? What do we have to re-examine? But most importantly, what can we learn from Harambe? And if you're not familiar with Harambe, go check out the Rita Marley song, Harambe. Harambe was actually named from the Rita Marley song. Anyway, I just wanted to say good morning. I hope everybody is having a wonderful coffee, tea, green juice, if you have that. If you're in a different part of the world, you might be settling down to a wine or a beer, whatever your beverage of choice. I wanted to say good morning, or norok, as they say here in Romania, where I am right now. And I hope everybody has a great day. Please go check out the Harambe project. We're very excited to be working on it. Very excited to tell this story to the world and challenge our thoughts on captivity that we have today and create an international conversation that hopefully can help save gorillas in the present and in the future. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. Remember, it's our world. Let's talk about it.